Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. He'll ride the back again here. They test the middle, but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner brought down by...
the 40.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Ball handed off. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Can he get there on the ground? And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. We'll try to run it with the option. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He missed it. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Keeping it on the ground here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the left. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Johnson. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoring.
So we begin the second quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Tide offense onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Using a strong stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Stout defense. They stuff it from this angle. I don't think he got the first down. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week when we talked with the offensive coordinator, he talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back's got it again. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game. Is this defense better?
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
PAT puts him up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll give it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
The linebacker shifting around now. And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Young. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. No huddle now for the offense. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Close to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This offense got up to a very slow start, but in the second quarter, they've been putting things together. A touchdown here would make things really interesting. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 from the play. Second down coming up.
Tough position here. Second and long from the 14. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw over the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up first and goal. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Alabama 21, LSU 10.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Gets loose now and heads downfield. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gives it to the back. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to extend the play. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. And on the carry, he's heading left. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the 1st half clock. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the 2nd half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They go with a direct snap. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Hamilton. Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He hands it to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a run. Running back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Running back with the football. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you're doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense is still clicking.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quick throw to the left. And he's got his man open downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
For another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quinnen Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Well, they test the middle there but get nothing. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Heading left after the handoff. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't able to keep these guys out of the end zone for that touchdown, but a good job of bouncing back with a short memory and making that stop and keeping that 2-point conversion out.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Possession. The defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score Alabama 28, LSU 23.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Crucial third down play right here. They'll run the option. And they hand it off to the back. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback's got it on the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
And that is no good. The lead remains at 5 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's escaping the pocket now. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. On the move, looking deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. They'll run it to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Alabama will likely just try to run the clock out here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit there.
We're set for an exciting finish. Not much time left. Offense likely has one final drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's complete downfield. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. First and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here comes a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Okay, ready?
Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, that's called delivering when it really counts. You're talking about a playoff game. This offense does everything that they needed. The quarterback with a hot hand makes a perfect throw to give the offense the lead. You should go for two here to make it a three-point game late in the ball game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll make it into the end zone. So now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And he's hit just before the throw. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.